Yo, 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 yo. Mookie.
What's up, bro?
And we back
Yes, sir.
with another reaction video today. Bro, I think this will be interesting for y'all. And y'all already know we love it. We love all sports on this channel. So if y'all new to the channel, forget to like, comment, subscribe. Mookie, I got why Europeans are taking over the NBA.
If you ask me, they play a different style of basketball. They're more stretch fours and stretch fives in Europe. You know what I'm saying? The footwork is different with the Euro step and things like that. I think that the physicality is lighter there. Like they're not playing bully ball. Like
they're working on more skill.
More skills. Like the skill level is different there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bet. So look, bro, we gonna tune into this video. We gonna see what some NBA analysts guys say about it for real. You feel me?
Some people can't stand it, but some people love it.
Okay, let's get straight into it.
When they're playing 80 days, they just run up and down, no structure. And then when they get to their high school team, they're not playing well. And then now we see a lot of our guys coming into the NBA today. They can score, they can run up and down, but they can't set a screen. They don't know how to open to the ball the right way, making a simple bounce pass.
Every NBA All-Star
Wow, they talking about regular players?
Yeah, he's talking about regular players.
game from 2001 to 2018 had a maximum of 4 international All-Stars. However, last year we had 6, this year we had 9, and this number doesn't seem to stop increasing, with the ESPN projecting the next 2 first draft picks coming from Europe as well. Is the USA's way of preparing players for the highest stage to blame? If you agree, don't forget to hit that like button on this video before we jump into the details. Think about it. Who are going to be the main faces of the NBA when LeBron stops playing?
LeBron turned his corner inside. He made Yusuf Nurkic a screensaver.
It's all about the internationals already. Giannis, Luka, Jokic, and that alien guy Wembanyama is coming in this summer.
Let us know if y'all want us to react to him.
Wembanyama, like, I ain't seen enough from him, bro.
What? That's probably the next KD, boy.
I ain't seen enough.
At the same time, the AAU and load management topics have been one of the hottest arguments in the basketball world. Everyone is weighing in, from Charles Barkley.
But you can't make $30, $40, $50 million and then sit out games. I think it's disrespectful to the game.
To Paul George.
We want to play. That's the thing. We want to play. It's not that we want to sit out. And so it's more so the training staff and the medical group just being mindful.
To medical professors giving
I think that's smart.
I mean,
now you sitting out.
But look, come on, man. Some of these dudes be good to play, but they would rather sit out. I mean, listen, bro. Easy money is easy money.
No, what I'm saying is,
you need to listen. They need to take a page out of Michael Jordan's book, a page out of Kobe Bryant's book, definitely a page out of LeBron James' book about how to take care of your body. These dudes is out smoking weed, eating what they want, you know what I'm saying, doing all types of crazy, living this crazy rock star lifestyle off the court. And then when it comes time to play, this sport you play is physically demanding.
only thing I'm saying is, bro, I think it's smart if we already made the playoffs. Like to sit out my star players.
But come on. Like, look, bro. Some of these dudes too young to be getting hurt like this. Anthony Davis is only 28, 29 years old, bro.
Bro, that don't count.
All right.
He like 6'10".
Yeah,
He's 6'10".
Take care of your body.
No, it's easy to get injured of you being tall, bro.
Yo, take care of your body, bro.
Man, you taxing.
their
LeBron
in-depth
6'10".
analysis on the topic.
6'9".
And believe it or not, all of this is heavily related to the increasing number of international players in the NBA. First of all, let's get one thing clear. Many media personalities are blaming stars who earn up to $30 to $40 million per year for sitting out games simply because they are lazy and not up to the standard of the 80s or 90s fierce guys. Ironically, sitting games out is not up for them to decide. It is the medical staff of each franchise that evaluates evaluates the best possible scenario for every player to maximize his potential over the longest period of years. So the first thing to do would be to stop blaming the players because they don't have anything to do with the load management. Now, the reason behind the doctors keeping guys from competing, for example on the back-to-back games, is quite simple and clearly said in one of the most well-researched articles from ESPN's Baxter Holmes in 2019. The headline says, "Exposing America's Youth Basketball Crisis." Holmes goes on to write about how AAU basketball has become a big business in the United States, with many coaches seeking to profit from the dreams of young players and their families. Also, the AAU industry forces coaches and players to focus more on individual success than team play and development, which leads to bad habits on the court and the lack of improvement of the necessary skills.
I don't think.
Think about it. No, listen to him.
That's not all AAU teams, bro. Some AAU teams actually teach a lot of structure.
It's crazy to the point now. You'll see one star of an AAU team playing in the morning, and by the afternoon, he's playing on a different team, bro. A totally different team. They got him playing for two teams. So how is that not individual accolades right there?
I want to say AAU teams.
At the higher level. Steve Kerr, before he became the head coach of the Warriors, had these words about AAU that perfectly describe the negative impact it has on youth's future. Even if today's players are incredibly gifted, they grow up in a basketball environment that can only be called counterproductive. What troubled me was how much winning is devalued here. Teams play game after game after game, sometimes winning or losing 4 times in one day. Very rarely do teams ever hold a practice. The process of growing as a team basketball player, learning how to become part of a whole, how to fit into something bigger than oneself, becomes completely lost. Now, that's one part of why we see the majority of American players coming into the NBA with very strong individual skills, yet struggling to be efficient on the court in their first seasons. Only a small percentage of players understand, for example, the right angles of screening, the ideal timing, the goal of cutting, and how to read defenders' movement off the ball. Do you notice how guards never lack shot making off the dribble? It's always a right pass that's late or never arrives to the teammate. They are often taking ill-advised shots rather than looking for a better option simply because they are used to playing one way and have never in their lives been pressed to care much about the consequences of bad decisions because of the way AAU is structured.
Oh my goodness.
Consequences of bad decisions because of the way AAU is structured.
For nothing.
Oh my goodness, Valentine!
For
Oh
nothing.
no!
For nothing.
That is not the shot at that moment.
That's a horrible shot.
The other side of the issue that Holmes mentions in this ESPN article is that AAU pushes kids to play year-round and participate in these high-intensity tournaments every weekend in order to get more exposure. We are talking about flying to other cities and playing 3 to 4 games per day on a weekend. Long story short, what happens is that such a rhythm increases the risk of injuries and fatigue. Many young players nowadays are reporting that they were in the best shape of their lives when they had 17 or 18 years old. They mentioned that it was the period where they jumped the highest. According to the doctors, this peak should happen way later, around 24 to 25 years old. But the year-round games of high school and then AAU have anticipated this. The end result of this cycle is that the NBA gets the young players at their athletic peak, but also with the most injuries they have ever seen. So in order to protect their joints, ligaments, and their knees, the medical staff is promoting load management for the majority of the players from the early days. Looking on the other side of the ocean, the European way of preparing players is much different. Disclaimer, this video is not trying to say one way or the other is better, it's simply to spark a conversation.
Hey, yo, shut up.
If it's better, it's
Shut
better.
up, yo.
If it's better, it's better.
If I don't get through this, I'm trying to listen to my man, yo.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's tell the truth.
Now,
Let's tell the
I
truth.
passed through the youth pyramids in Europe myself, and to be honest, the differences of how international players
My man used to hoop, Jordan. That was yo. That's on the screen.
the youth pyramids in Europe myself, and to be honest, the differences of how international players are prepared might be the reason they are flooding the NBA. Putting the nature freak Giannis aside, none of the international all-stars are out of this world athletes. Jokic, Luka, Markkanen, Sabonis all leaned on their basketball fundamentals to reach the all-star level. If AAU basketball is available from your 9th birthday, in Europe is much different. The summer tournaments don't exist until you are 14 or 15 years old.
Abajo, Germán. Bestia.
And those are not for everyone. Only the best are selected to showcase their talents for their respective national teams in the regional championships. Until that, summers are off and boys are either spending in doing something else or sometimes working on their games individually, but they never travel the continent each weekend to play 5 or 6 games in a couple of days. Usually, during the season, they will have 1 or 2 games per week for their basketball schools. The funding of those schools sometimes relies on their results, thus winning is utterly important. This is where teaching the right play gets the nod over the individual skill. I'm not saying this is a better recipe, and lately more and more European coaches are focusing on individual skills, but it teaches many players how to be efficient even when they don't have the ball in their hands. Yes, this is where the on-ball skill gap between Americans and Europeans comes from, but the best players that make their way through such a system in the end have both.
It's gonna be fun.
Curly Neal's coming out. Huh?
Look at that.
It's a good look.
He faked me out.
Another thing is that in Europe, if you are good enough at around 16 years of age, you start to playing for the first team against grown men. All of a sudden, you are no longer the best player on the court and have to find the slightest of ways to helping your team. This can be a humbling experience and not everyone survives it, but it also gives you an early glimpse of real basketball and all the little details that role players do. Most professional teams here practice all week and prepare careful game plans for that one game on Sunday, also giving young guys an example of how real structured basketball looks like.
Up high, there he goes again, the EuroLeague's new high flyer.
At the same time, while internationals are in physical battles with grown men, the most talented kids in the USA are showing off the same dribble moves every weekend in a mostly unorganized environment against teams that don't even practice together. Of course, there are good programs and bad programs in the AAU as well, but you get the idea behind this comparison. Playing so early against men is one of the reasons why nobody in Europe questioned Luka's future in the NBA. Dominating high school is one thing, but dominating EuroLeague at 18 years old is a totally different story. He was getting adjusted to various defensive coverages, much higher levels of physicality, and doing it against a
He played for Real Madrid.
Absolutely.
higher level of opponents than NCAA. That's why his decision-making in his first year in the NBA did not take a hit as much as for some American rookies. I know you might say, but hey, it's Luka, he's one of a kind.
Three-pointer for the game. You eat that. Oh my word.
But the same could be also applied to those European rookies who played limited minutes. They are probably not superior athletically and can't create their own shot so easily, but they are capable of doing positive things in the periods they are allowed. You rarely catch yourself saying, man, the decision-making of this international is terrible. Combining all these reasons would be my explanation behind the boom of successful international players in today's NBA. Let me know if you agree. Subscribe to our channel if you're new here.
I agree. I got a lot to say, bro, but I don't want this to be an hour-long video.
So, but say what you got to say then, Mookie.
I mean, we hurting our kids over here. What else is there? We hurting our kids over here. He just said their peak is at 17 and 18 years old. Zion Williams is a perfect example of that. Perfect example of that. His body breaking down and the boy only 22, 23 years old. And he can't stay healthy.
That's a good point. That's a good point, man.
You grow up playing all these games, all that wear and tear on your body. Why? For what?
Seem like overseas people,
what?
they worry about, instead of just worrying about the actual basketball game,
They worry about the skills and everything.
Your body,
yes,
everything, bro. Everything. This was an amazing, insightful video, man. I definitely want to let you know that. This was a great video, bro. What you think about the video, family?
I think the video was fantastic. It was great. It like the NBA, not the NBA, but you should show this stuff so it should be limited. AAU basketball should be limited. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to play all them games, boy. These boys only 14 and 15 and anywhere from 12 to 17, bro. You know what I'm saying? Going into college, bro. But they trying to get their product out there so much. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
I mean, honestly, like when you play professional sports, you're a product. You are a product. You're only as good as what you can produce. And when you can't produce anymore, we have to get rid of you. It's just the nature of the business. You know what I'm saying? It's not always good, but it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have these kids, playing all this basketball, bro. They breaking down too early, bro. Yes, the European way of basketball is better than it is today. Better over there than it is today. Back in the day, they didn't play all that basketball, bro.
Right.
They didn't do that back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. You feel what I'm saying? They just started this maybe, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They hurting these kids, man. Yeah, you can't stay healthy. You 22, 23 years old, you can't stay healthy, bro. Come on, man. Now, I get what you're saying. Being tall does hurt your body, bro. Like, your joints and all of that type of stuff, bro. But look at the wear and tear you putting on it in the first place.
Nah, that's a fact.
An engine is made to run. But if you run it into the ground, it ain't no good no more.
Nah, that's a fact.
So...
Amazing comment, yo. Amazing. This was like I said, man, this was an amazing, insightful video.
Absolutely.
If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all want more videos like this. We love basketball over here. Y'all know that. I'm Nick DUNSON.
And I'm Mookie DUNSON.
And we out, baby. 1.